Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad to greet you today. Welcome to the Unicorn Battle Latin America. We are broadcasting today to the whole world. Please mind those links in the chat that you can spread all over our wonderful planet. Welcome to the Unicorn.Events, the world's largest startup pitch contest. This season, we are doing the geography focused battles, and we are at the Latin American continent, where Latin American startups that are about to become unicorns will be pitching to the audience worldwide and to our wonderful judges who represent VC funds, corporations, and some other wonderful and important entities. We are very grateful to our sponsors who make it all possible: Network VC, Platinum sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, Golden sponsor, and Startup Inc., our silver sponsors. Thank you so much for making these events come true. We have been together for many years already, and you know us and know that a lot of our wonderful team is from Ukraine or right now staying in Ukraine, so we ask you for your support. Our head company, Network VC, had created a special fund to invest into Ukrainian startups that are really brave, really wonderful, and please use this link to join this wonderful initiative and support us and support Ukrainian startups. Thank you so much for supporting us. Every Thursday in May, in June, you will be visiting unicorn battles all over the world, where best startups from all countries of the world will pitch to private investors, venture funds, business angels, and it will all end with the Unicorn Cup World Finals on June 16th. Please mark the date in your calendar. It will be a great happening with everyone involved. You can interact with everyone directly, meet great personalities, so please be there. Mark the date in your calendar. Unicorn.Events is an open competition for startups that have a potential to become unicorns. We have been doing our events since 2009, do them in many countries of the world, cover the whole world, looking at every corner in the planet where there are startups, and keep on doing it, no matter what. We are very good in matching great startups and real investors. And that's true numbers we got from the Crunchbase. So please be part of our event. If you are a startup and you are fundraising, please be sure to enroll in our next events. If you are investor, a representative of VC fund or a business angels, get together with us for our events as well to meet wonderful startups and get some wonderful deals for yourself. One of our great advantages is a partner network that covers the whole world. We have partners almost on every country of the world and still looking for the new ones. So if you're leading a startup community or VC community, please contact me. Use this QR code and we will chat about it, because we were inviting you to do business with us. You can, as our partner, you can do unicorn pitches. That is a special event for city, country, or region, depending on the size of the startup community. And the winner of unicorn pitches will be brought by us to the further contests and meet wonderful investors from all over the world. And this is the great opportunity to become a part of the Partners Network that last year mounted 1 million users. So we are waiting for you, especially. Please meet our ecosystem. Our ecosystem consists of various business lines, and it's led by a management company called Network VC. It's our syndicate fund and a main center of venture activities. Startup Network is a marketplace for startups, businesses, investors, and service providers. Startup Inc. is an investor onboarding and management platform to get an access to the exclusive deals with experienced VCs with only 1K entry. Our Unicorn.Events is the largest global pitch competition for startups that have a potential to become unicorns. A VC House is a closed online community and network created exclusively for the VCs, where they participate in as a lead investors, and they can exchange deals in between startups they invest in. And Silicon Valley Syndicate Club is a special structure for business angels to help them to invest into the best startups with small checks through syndicate deals. So welcome once again to the Unicorn Battle Latin America. Let me introduce Mary, our wonderful host for today. Mary.
Thank you, Anna. Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us today. And now I'm happy and excited to present you our partners. We are very excited about our partnership with Startup Grind, Silicon Valley Ventures, Proyecto Apasionados Founder Institute, who supported us today. You can find more info about these companies on the event landing page. And please feel free to contact me directly if you desire to join our Unicorn.Events team of world as a partner. So please direct me. And now let us know who are the judges of today's event. And Anna will introduce firstly our official judges. Please, Anna.
My pleasure. Yes, at every event we have 4 categories of judges. That is official judges who represent not only the venture fund or the corporation or the accelerator, but the whole country, the startup or VC community. And most likely they're very, very important people, and we are always glad to see them. Then goes the expert board that consists of judges who will be also voting, evaluating the startups, then business angels and guests. And the winner will get the marks from all those categories, and the summary of these marks will show us who the winner is. But we are starting with the official judges, and it's my pleasure to welcome Jim Thomas, who represents the United States. Today, Jim is a partner at Kirinaga Partners. Jim, it's always great to see you with us.
It's always great to be with you guys. So glad you've been able to carry on this work, and we're all so proud to be a part of this program. At our venture fund, we say we invest in companies that are making the planet a better place, and it's really easy when we get pitches in the front door. Sometimes you think this is going to make a lot of money, but for us, we go, it has to make financial sense, but then it also has to make personal sense as well. Our check size is usually $500,000 up to $5 million. We call it seed to success, and we love to get involved and elevate and honor innovators and entrepreneurs that are pre-revenue, and then take them into commercialization. So it's great to be with you.
Wonderful. Welcome, Jim. Please welcome a great lady, Ana Mauri Aguilar, who represents Mexico. Ana is VC investor at AC Ventures. Hello, Ana.
Hey, how are you? So it's great to be here with you. So I am part of a corporate VC based in Mexico City. We are sponsored by a company that is Latin America, in Latin America, in Argentina, Peru, Ecuador, Mexico, and also in the United States. The company is a Coca-Cola bottler, so we invest in anything related with the operations of the company, anything about fintech and logistics, supply chain, also in retail tech, and water and plastics. So yeah, that is the thesis. Usually we look for companies in Series Pre-A, Series A, with tickets around $500K to $2.5 million. And yeah, thank you so much.
Wonderful, great to have you with us. And please welcome Gabriel Zanco, who represents a wonderful country of Colombia. And Gabriel is a venture partner at Urana Capital. Hello, Gabriel.
Anna, thank you, Mary. Always good to see you here. I really enjoy with the always with the great startups you have, the judges, the expert board. It's already a family. So happy to be here. On my side, I have an investment banking called Mobile Your Life, which we raise capital for deep tech innovation globally. And the second is the fund Rano Capital in Luxembourg, which we are aiming to be a leader in the intersection between decentralization, blockchain, and deep technology focus and renewable energies. So also with a global focus, multi-strategy, multi-stage, and also been advising, researching these technologies the last few years. So always happy to be here and learn from you. So yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us, Gabriel. Thank you.
Sure.
And please meet also Aldo Shinoni, great friend of ours and partner with the startup network Unicorn.Events. He does wonderful unicorn pitches, Chile and Peru. Aldo represents Peru today. Aldo, sorry for not being on the banner, but you declined, but we are glad you're with us. Aldo is the CEO at Palga Peru. Hello, Aldo.
Don't worry, I'm very happy to be here to join this event. I was with Unicorn.Events for as long as 2 years, I think, and I'm very excited always that it happened in my continent, in Latin America. We in Peru try to support and invest in innovation and technology, but it really is industry agnostic, supporting the Peruvian and Latin startups. Welcome and good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Aldo, so much. That were official judges, but we have also important people, judges representing VCs, corporations, other entities who will be evaluating the startup's potential. Mary, can you introduce us to them and then to us?
I'm thrilled to introduce our expert board. Expert board is judges whose votes will define who will be the winner in today's battle in Latin America. All the representatives of our expert boards are well-known venture professionals that play a crucial role in the startup ecosystem all over the world. And dear members of the expert board, please raise your hand if you want to tell us about yourselves, about your funds. Please, it's time is yours. Raise your hands. Why no volunteers? Okay, Jordan, hi. Please unmute yourself. Okay.
I'm always happy to talk. First of all, Crazy John, wake up, stop yawning, man. You're putting us to sleep. We're watching you, Crazy John. How are you, sir? Good to see you. I'm Jordan Wabe. I'm in Silicon Valley. I see a lot of great faces, including Aldo. Good to see you again, Aldo. I'm in Silicon Valley Venture Group. We invest in companies that improve the human condition. Check sizes between 30 and 300. We made a couple of investments in the last 2 months, which hopefully gonna pay back dividends. Also part of Skydeck in Berkeley and mentoring at Plug and Play and a couple of other places. I don't want to talk about me as much other than we invest in tech and we invest in companies that improve the human condition. But if you are pitching today, I'm seeing at least 30 some VCs and judges and people who have fingers on the money, especially Gary Fowler with Get Shit Done Group. Make it count, guys, make it count. This is your time. Give it your best shot. Be who you want to be authentic, and tell us all you want us to know so we can come and call you, says, let's talk some more. Other than that, good luck to you and God bless you.
Thank you, Jordan. It's great that everyone supports each other. Please, John.
Hola, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Buenos días, ¿cómo está usted?
Wow. You are good in everything, John.
So my name is Crazy John Kojiro Moriwaka from Japan. It's 11 p.m. So it's a little bit late, but I'm very happy to see all of you. Hope your families, friends stay safe, healthy, happy, and crazy. So best luck to all of you. So I'm a director of Startup Grind Fukuoka. I brought you from Silicon Valley. It's an NPO for startup community. And I'm a director of Silicon Valley Ventures. We are advisory firm for VCs and also CVCs. And we are starting a new acceleration program called Exponential Technology Partners. We are helping large corporations for open innovations and startups like you for scale up and going to US, Europe, and Japan market for deep tech, med tech, and the Web3 startups. So best luck to all of you. Hola, thank you.
Thank you, John. Please, Gary. Hello.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Great to see my friend Jordan, John, and many of my other friends, Jim. So my name's Gary Feller. I'm a serial entrepreneur investor. I've done 17 startups. I had an exit yesterday. I exited Eva.ai yesterday to Vizier in Canada. I love artificial intelligence and quantum computing. Also was on the original team at Click Software, which was sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion. I'm the CEO, president, and co-founder of GSD Get Shit Done Venture Studio. Is a premier AI and quantum venture studio with a hyper accelerator and also a venture studio that curates unicorns. We've done over 100 companies and have a portfolio of some of the hottest companies in the world. Great to be here and great to see my friends from the Ukraine and all over the world. And I hope everybody's safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much.
Gary, I'm sorry, Gary, does that mean you have money to sprinkle around today because you exited yesterday?
I'm sprinkling it.
Start writing those checks, Gary.
Yeah, that's what my wife says.
Why did you tell your wife, man? Come on, you shouldn't do that.
There's one thing when your wife has it on the tag for press releases and just happens to have your company listed and sees it and asks you, hey, I didn't know that was going to happen today.
Thank you. I hope today we'll have one lucky man to be founded by you. Okay, and now I would be very glad to proceed to our voting procedure, which is a bit different like previous times. Now every participant of our event is able to play a great role in destiny of startups, and we have 4 categories of votes, and every category of votes will be counted separately, but the ultimate winner will be the one. To vote, judges, experts, participants, make sure that you are on the event page, logged in under your profile, and see the numbers beneath the logos of our startups from 1 to 5, where 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest, and no confirmation button is needed to vote. And if you need any help, please use our chat and we will help. We have a wonderful support team. Thank you, guys.
And I would like to add that it is essential that you vote for all startups. It's very important so we can, our algorithm can count correctly. Please put marks to every startup. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. And now we have approached to the most awaited part of our event, and I'm delighted to uncover 10 startups who will be pitching today from the Latin America. I would like to remind to our founders that you will have 3 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes to the question and answer session. And I would like to underline that no fundraising should be announced out loud, because in different countries there are restrictions in this regard. And to discuss these details, please also use our chat. So I wish good luck to our participants, and let's start from the first startup for today, Look App. Mauricio, hello. Mauricio, could you share your screen and turn on your camera? Hi.
Hello. I'm Mauricio. Great to meet you. I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Please let me know when you see it.
Yeah, we can see it. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, my name is Mauricio Kahian. I'm the CEO of Luca. Basically, this startup came up because I worked for more than 20 years in mass consumption companies, large consumption companies such as Colgate, Palmolive, Philip Morris. And we always needed information from our products and services in the point of sale. If my product is available or out of stock, prices, share of market. I mean, we need lots of information to take strategic decisions. And even though we had information from traditional market research companies such as Nielsen, Kantar, and all these traditional companies, it was a nightmare because, first of all, it was way too expensive. We spent millions of dollars paying for this information, which took too much time to get. and it was not reliable. We were always finding errors in this information, so we didn't trust it. From this unsatisfied fulfillment, we decided to make Lookup. And what is Lookup? It's a digital platform through which it's an application through which more than 450,000 people are submitting information, and they're getting paid extra cash for this. So let me make an example. Let's say you're making your groceries in the supermarket, and once you enter, you get a text message. Would you like to earn $5? You say, yeah, okay, what should I do? Go to the beer fridge, for example. Tell me which of these beers is available. What is the price of each one of them? Take some pictures to confirm this information, and that easy, you make your $5. On the other hand, you have one of our clients, Budweiser, for example, receiving information, live information from thousands of points of sale throughout all the country. So this is just an example, but basically we provide 3 types of services. Point of sale audits, as the example I just mentioned, as a mystery shopper or making a price check. I mean, anything you need from a point of sale. The other service we provide is surveys. Now that we have such a large community, well, those are all consumers. So you can ask them what they like, what they dislike, what they have in the fridge of their house. So this is the largest panel we have in our country at this moment. And trade programs, which is making a closed community, for example, of mom and pop owners, and we make them make tasks inside their point of sale in benefit of our customers. We are a Colombian company. We're born in Colombia. Now we have expanded to Mexico, Chile, and Central America. But the idea is that we can reach all Americas where there's a huge potential for this business model. This is already growing very fast in Europe and in the United States, this type of business model. These are some of the most important players, and they're getting founded with big money. They're, for example, GoSpot Check has received more than 70 million, tracks more than 1 billion. So, I mean, this new business model is really growing. But as I mentioned before, in Americas, there's still a great potential for this. I cannot mention numbers, but we are in an active round in order to have that expansion to Latin America. This is short. In 3 minutes, I hope I could give you a little brief of what is Lookup.
Thank you, Mauricio. Thank you. And now it's time for judges. Please raise your hands. Gaio, hi.
Hi, Maria. Mauricio, really great presentation. I like it as much to be as short as possible. Can you tell us a bit about your target market? I mean, what's your go-to-market strategy, and in that way, can you elaborate a little bit more?
We have 2 types of target market. The first one is large companies. We work for Unilever, for Procter & Gamble, for Pepsi, for Coca-Cola. I mean, these are large companies that are finding much better prices. I mean, we are turning market research from an average of 1 month to deliver information to 1 or 2 days. They are getting the same information. So time is really, really a difference.
How far did you go with signing a beta contract? I mean, do you have some kind of pre-contract with any of these big companies that can boost you?
Yes, and it's not a beta contract. We are already working regularly contracts with these companies.
Great. Thank you very much for your answer.
Yes, and the other customer that we have are small businesses that have never been able to have market research because it was so expensive. For example, a small restaurant or a small mom and pop, for the first time, they're having information to take data decisions based on data, not in what people think.
Additionally, can I ask one more question? Can you tell us what's your current revenue? I mean, the total revenues that you have acquired so far.
Yes, I can tell you last year for 2021, we made about $200,000 in revenue. But since this year that we have opened Mexico, which is a much larger market that is growing exponentially, fortunately.
Thank you very much. I would leave it to up to the other judges to ask additionally. So looking forward to interact, and all the best in your future endeavor.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anna, please. Hi.
So how do you construct your network of the eyes that you have outside, and how do you retain them? What is the award for them?
Okay, how do we build our community? 450,000 people currently and growing every day. Many sources, but the ones that bring the most people are digital marketing and referral programs. One of the first tasks that an eye will find when he comes into our application is refer a friend, and you'll make some money if you refer a friend. So it's an exponential growth once you start, because the same community is bringing more eyes. And how do we reward them? With real money. I mean, this is not, we don't pay by points or discounts or bonuses. It's real money that you can go and take out through an ATM.
Okay, thank you. And Francois, your question? Hello?
Hello.
Unmute yourself, please. Francois, we can hear you. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm Francois from Kahian Investimentos in Brazil. I wanted to know what is your churn rate? I mean, do your eyes they go on a long period of time, or do you churn a lot of people in order to maintain a wide number of eyes active?
Yes, we have a churn rate of around 10%. And maybe to answer, I'll give you this, from those 450,000 people, on a normal basis, we have more or less 70,000 active users per month. So 70,000 people are connected, doing tasks, answering a survey, or going to a point of sale to take some pictures and to provide information.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And please, Gary.
Yeah, so you say exponential growth. I'm just curious, what do you mean? How much of an increase?
Well, at the beginning, when we open a new market, it starts slow. I'm talking about
Let's talk about Mexico directly, because you said that's the biggest market. What are you seeing in terms of an increase in growth?
We started this year, and we already have 20,000 people in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say exponential, is because at the beginning the growth is small, that people start knowing about Luca, but once you get a group of people, they start talking, they start saying, hey, I'm making some extra bucks with this application, and then you start getting that exponential growth that I'm talking about.
What does that mean in terms of revenue? What's going to change your revenue this year? How much additional revenue if it's a larger market?
We are expecting to sell $2 million this year. So we're times 10 versus previous year.
That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Dear judges, unfortunately, time is up. Please use our chat, direct messages to communicate with our founders. And thank you, Mauricio. And we have to move on to our next second for today startup, Clearleaf. Founder Nestor, hi. Are you with us?
Hey, hello guys. Pleasure to be here.
Please share your screen with us, and the floor is yours.
Great. Hold on a second. Please do let me know when you are seeing my screen.
Yeah, we can see it. Great.
Okay, perfect. Hello guys. My name is Nestor Zuniga, and I'm the co-founder of Clearleaf. In Clearleaf, we design a line of 100% non-toxic fungicides and bactericides for agricultural use. The problem that we're tackling right now is the excessive use of toxic pesticides, and the fact that it is estimated that 40% of the existing tools, fungicides and bactericides, are being banned worldwide due to health concerns. This is the solution that we bring to the market. We have been comparing ourselves to the competition, to the existing competition for the past 4 years, and we can claim we're as good or better than they are. We know we're safe for the consumers, the environment, the water sources, the workers in the farms, because we're actually a variation from an FDA-approved medical device. Our technology is designed so that it's broad spectrum, therefore it works in many different pathogens, in many different crops. And one of the things that makes it very special is because of the way our active ingredient works, it does not allow for microbial resistance. The technology behind Gota Blanca, we're using elemental silver as a powerful antimicrobial. We didn't invent this, we just do it in a very efficient way. And then we deploy the technology through a proprietary superior adherence strategy that allows the silver to stay in place while the plants do their business: respiration, photosynthesis, absorption of nutrients, and the rest. The plant doesn't even know, doesn't realize it's in there. Now, this technology was designed to be liquid emulsion, contact action liquid emulsions. Therefore, you can use as foliar spraying. We have done drench irrigation for treating root systems. We have done drip irrigation with great success, drones and aerial spraying and mechanical arms. We have post-harvest applications, great post-harvest applications where you either stretch the fresh product or you run the fresh product through the actual Gota Blanca solution in a line of production. This is our progress today. We have 2 patents that are pending. One of them, we're moving to a national level patent in over 102 countries. We have the organic certification for our technology according to the norms in Japan, European Union, Costa Rican registration, where we keep ourselves active in selling, demonstrated efficacy in more than 25 different crops. We're already moving into a bigger facility. We did that move December last year, so we're already in production in big scale. We're ready to scale and bring our products to new markets. And we were able to secure a distribution agreement that allowed us to scale our sales by a factor of 5. We like to show people the versatility and power of our technology. Therefore, we use independent lab results. Also, we do field trials. You can see coffee on the left, peppers on the right, tomatoes on the bottom. This is a way of telling people how our technology works and how we can take care of business with different pathogens that are their problems. We also have Gota Blanca post-harvest use, therefore using it for transit, many products that go for transit, such as banana, pineapples, big commodity markets. We have our business is a B2B business. We're selling liters of Gota Blanca with a healthy gross margin, and we're recommending 3 liters per hectare per application. When you run your numbers and you extrapolate only for the Americas and only a handful of crops that we know we have a technology to work for them, the numbers start to get really, really nice, really big. Commercial traction, as I mentioned, being, our business model is based, it relies a lot on distribution partners. As soon as we were able to secure the biggest distributor partner here for Central America, our sales went bigger by a factor of 4, by a factor of 5. It started registrations already in other 4 Central American countries, and we're, as I mentioned, moving to a bigger facility. These are our current priorities: South America, North America, starting here in Central America, and then in a more opportunistic way, looking at the rest of the world where people are sending interest for our technology.
Nestor, thank you, but time is up.
Yes,
okay.
Please go ahead with the questions.
Okay, thank you. It's time for questions. Please, judges, raise your hands. Gabriel, hi.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Nestor. Great presentation. I wanted to ask you if you can expand me a little bit more on the patent that I understand is pending, right? And on your technology, and when is that happening? If you have that visibility.
Yes. So what we submitted 2 patents to protect our technology, their core technology, and the combination of the 2 ingredients and how we deploy them into having the control over pathogens. We did initially, the 2 of them went PCT to secure 138 countries, and now one of them, which was due, is already moving into a national level patents. With our IP attorneys in the US, we determine agronomical importance and our ability to secure those rights when the time is right. And we're now at this stage already filed for 102 countries. So that one is moving into a national level, therefore being able to secure those jurisdictions if and when we need to use them for potential copies down the road.
That's great. Thank you, Nestor.
Thank you, Nestor. A question from Francois.
Yes, I'd like to know, Nestor, great presentation, thank you. There are a lot of innovation in the agribusiness right now, it's very exciting. So we will, if I eat a salad which has been treated by a product, I will be eating silver.
Yes, but you sort of always do. Let me explain that. The amount of silver that we're using once it is sprayed in the fields, it's so little that it would be considered under the levels of potable water permitted in the US and EU. That's where the magic lands. I was, with 3 minutes, I wasn't able to expand there, but that's where it makes us very special. We're using very small quantities of silver that do not enter in a systemic way the systems, but at the same time, it's so small that it's almost background level silver. And that makes it very special because it allows us to be very efficient with no side effects.
And you make everyone a little richer with all this silver in the system. Just another question. Let's take a 1 million hectare clientele. So you need 3 million liters to treat that. What would be the capex for a production unit for this volume?
Oh, we already have it in place. It's not as big. The technology, it was a lot of investment on making a beautiful innovation IP behind the technology. But I won't say that you can make it in your own kitchen, but the way this technology is actually converted into Gota Blanca products, it's very, very simple. Therefore, the capex for that amount, probably around $100,000, which we already have in place. Okay. And as I mentioned, we moved into a bigger facility to being able to grow for 100 times. So the more market that we grab and the more markets moved into Central America, maybe then South America, we're going to be putting ourselves in a position to add equipment that is not expensive, it is not expensive, and being able to duplicate our capabilities down the road.
And just one last question, if I may. Do you have a competitor in Brazil, and what's your plan for Brazil, which is my country?
We have competitors all over the world. So look, our technology is organic, but I sell 1% of my sales go to organic growers because they're that small in the marketplace. Most of my users are conventionals. So that's no problem. So all my competition, I'm going after BASF, I'm going after Corteva, I'm going after Bayer. All of those guys are already in the fields, and we're trying to, take out a piece out of it. Mm-hmm. And so we compete all over the world with them. In the case of Brazil, we're looking for the right partner. To be honest with you, when you take a look at the whole world and you start to look at what the low-hanging fruit countries are, regulatory speaking, and how do you deploy, how do you go to market, Brazil is not necessarily, it's probably one of the most attractive ones, but not necessarily the easiest one. So we're looking for the right partner because this is the type of thing we don't want to do by ourselves.
Okay.
Thank you. And the last question from Robert. Hi.
Hi. Good morning, sir. I want to clarify one technical issue and have also the second question. The technical issue is I will touch this question as Francois. So it means that you work with nanotechnology, nanosilver.
Yeah, the term nanotechnology refers to the size of the technology, correct? Yeah. When you run the numbers, the average says that we're small particles, not nano per se, just because we land on the right side of that. But for a general audience, without getting into too much detail, yeah, somebody could say it's a nano piece, but not nanoparticle for ourselves. It also varies from region to region, the way they determine the sizes and where do they land. Australia is one thing, the US is one thing. We're seeing different things in Japan, but we like to call ourselves small particles, not nano. Nano tend to spook people, afraid people.
Yes, and this is what I also want to develop with this question, that do you see a lot of obstacles in registration procedures regarding these small particles?
Yes, sir. What I can tell you to begin with is, yes, it's not the easiest, is the biggest hurdle in our company right now, being able to deploy the registrations. What we do is we go in with the right distribution partners and with the right resources in the regulatory path so that we know how do we do it. And so far, what I can tell you is that we have not found one country in the world where people say, guys, you're not going to be able to do it. Usually it's going to be like anywhere else in the world, 15 months, 18 months, sometimes 12, sometimes 24 months, 2 years. We're ready for it. We're already deploying those strategies all over the world. But yes, that's the biggest hurdle of our technology, of our company. But so far, people are not getting away from us. If anything, we're getting all kinds of interest from potential registration partners that eventually would exchange registrations for the commercial rights of our technology. So we're actually bullish about it, but we do know it's a threat. It's one thing that we take care of.
Thanks. And second, very quick question. You show some revenues and some traction on your presentation. I want to ask, who is the client? Who is the current clients? Who are the current clients?
We're only selling through one distribution partner right now in Costa Rica. So that's my one client, but we have in excess of 300 different customers in at least 20 different crops. We're selling to banana growers, to vegetable growers, to pineapple growers, to coconut growers, to pumpkin growers, all kinds, leafy greens, all kinds of, no, right now the list is growing and growing and growing because it's getting word of mouth effect.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nestor, very much. Absolutely. Thank you, judges. We have to move on to our winner of the Unicorn Pitches in Chile, Startup AgroMatch. Please, Francisco, stage is yours now.
Thank you very much, Maria, and thank you for the opportunity. Can you see my screen?
Yes, please start.
Excellent, great. So hello, everyone. My name is Francisco Staburuaga. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of AgroMatch, the collaborative platform for agriculture machinery. So we started AgroMatch 4 years ago in Chile, based on these two big issues that we identify in the industry. First, the really low use that is given to the machinery, specifically tractors, which are stopped around 60% of the year. This is 7 months in a year with the stopped machines of high value. On the other hand, you have really high investments for only seasonal use. I mean, to buy a tractor of $30,000 plus all the operational costs that involve doesn't make sense if I'm only going to use it 2 months in a year, which is the scenario for a lot of farmers in Latin America. So this brings us the opportunity to connect machinery owners with idle capacity with farmers that would like to rent these machines, considering also that the high seasons of use of this machinery changes between the types of crops and the types of regions where the farmer is. Which allows some rotation of machinery between farmers. So based on all this, AgroMatch is born as the platform that connects demand and supply of agro machinery through rental. So our business model starts with the match, where we connect lessor and lessee with an average ticket of $1,000 per month per machine. Then we do a supervision in order to make sure that the machine leaves and returns in the same condition. And finally, we also coordinate all the operation behind the rental in order to make a high quality level of service. This includes the transportation of the machine and the technical support in case of any failures. So all this with a 30% take per transaction. So basically what we did was to solve the big problems of the traditional rental of agricultural machinery. First, we created 100% digital channels in order to have really low fixed costs, which is the main problem of these traditional rentals. Secondly, we created an internal platform, 100% in-house and with a lot of automatization behind that allows our executives to coordinate between 50 and 100 rentals in parallel, which make this business in something really scalable. And finally, the focus in data is giving us a vision of how the industry is moving in different zones, in different seasons, and is really allowing us to focus our efforts of marketing and sales in a great way. We have also created a full IoT platform that allows to give an amazing added value to both the lessor and lessee and break this mistrust barrier between the machinery owner and the people that is going to actually use the machine. Last year, we closed with almost $1 million in sales, with more than 200 B2B customers, all this with organic growth and no external investment or debt. Finally, we have an amazing team of engineers from both backgrounds of agriculture and IT, which allows this amazing combination between technology and farming experience, which is the actual secret behind all the technology that is behind AgroMatch. So thank you very much for the opportunity. We have a lot of amazing projects on the run, and I'll be happy to get in touch with you for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Francisco. Now we are ready to listen to the questions.
Sure.
Please raise your hands. I can't believe there are no questions. Oh, hi, Gurav. Hi.
Hi. What is your business model like? Who do you make money from? The farmers or the machineries that provide the rentals, or both?
It's actually from both. We charge a fixed cost to the farmer, and we offer a fixed cost to the machinery owner. So the average ticket is $1,000 to the actual lessee, and we offer the machinery owner a ticket around $700 US. So in that difference, we make our profit.
And what is the advantage to the farmer by going through you and not directly through the suppliers of these machineries that have idle equipments, right?
Yep.
Being a small country, they would know who the suppliers are, right? What creates a demand and how do you protect that?
Yeah, what we do is actually to add value to the transaction and make sure that the transaction is made in the best way possible. We have a network of mechanics that provide technical service in case of any failure. We make all the transportation of the machine, and we keep high level standards of work that most of the common lessors don't actually follow. So here in Latin America, most of the lessors of the rental providers are small farmers with one or two machines that work in a really informal way. So what we do is like to give a framework, a standard framework that allows them to make businesses with big companies.
Understood. Understood. I have my answer. I will let other judges ask. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, Aldo.
Congratulations. And again, yeah, the question is about the machinery owners. This is expensive material, so sometimes they are reluctant to give their machinery to this model. And also, my question is if you also own your own machinery to transport and provide the service.
Yeah, well, one of the biggest challenges in this business is to generate trust in the machinery owners. In that way, we offer insurance to the machinery owners in order for them to be more comfortable in the rental. And we also provide this IoT service that allows them to follow the tractor in real time, which also helps to break this barrier of mistrust. And regarding our own fleet, we have launched just last year a crowdfunding initiative, which basically allows people outside from the agriculture industry to invest in machinery and get profits through AgroMatch. So this initiative has been great, has allowed us to inject supply into our ecosystem, and it's already generating revenue to more than 20 investors here in Chile in our first pilot.
Thank you, Francisco. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you. And the last question from Gaio.
Thank you, Maria. Hi, Francisco. Great presentation. Liked your company, what you're generally doing. Can you tell us who are your competitors? I mean, you already show it, but tell us a bit more details about your differentiation. What differentiates you among your competitors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. So currently there is like no. So most of the competition is these small farmers which work in a really informal way. So our differentiation is mostly about the quality of the service, the professional service that allows them to actually work with another level of companies. So yeah, basically those are our competitors, and more than our competitors, we're trying to group them in this platform and actually empower them to keep growing. Here in Chile, only 2% of the fleet, of the total fleet of tractors is in hand of lessors. We believe that is going to change in the next couple of years as it happened with the construction machinery or manual machinery. And we are working on empowering this resource to keep the industry growing in the total.
Can I additionally ask one more? Can you elaborate more on your traction? I've seen that you already have acquired a $1 million of sales in the 2021. Can you tell us a bit about your forecast for the next 2 to 3 years, and of course, what is going to happen by the end of this year?
Mm-hmm. Sure. So at the moment, we have been growing organically. For this year, also, we pretend to keep growing that way. We are preparing our first round of investment that will allow us to change this curve. But for 2022, we're expecting a growth of 180%. And it will all depend on the results of the round that we are launching this year. We're planning to expand to Mexico also, and which is like a huge market with a very good market fit for this. And the projections for us will change depending on those type of situations.
Thank you for your answer.
Thank you.
All the best.
Gabriel, for the second time. Yeah, please.
Yes, thank you, Mary. Quickly, just Francisco, great to see you again. And I remember when we talked last time in the competition, you were mentioning you had an ambassador program, right, for the supply, of the machineries. And my question was, how is that going? And secondly, regarding your needs, what is your main needs right now with the current round you are aiming to raise? Because it seems that you are growing very organically, very fast. So what would be the funding, the need, you want to do, basically?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So the round is basically to launch an actual sales team. We currently don't have. We have around 10% of their budget is for sales. Most of it came organically because of the needs of the market nowadays. So the round that we're preparing is to precisely create this sales team, start going to the farmers, and recruit more machinery and more farmers that would like to join the ecosystem. So basically that our ambassador program is working really great, but we need more ambassadors in more regions to reach more farmers. So
great, thank you. Thank you, Francisco. Congrats.
Thank you, Francisco. And we are moving to our fourth startup for today, Startup Noctus. Founder Pablo, please. Pablo? There are some technical problems, I guess, because I've seen Pablo. Okay, let's move to the fifth startup now, as Pablo is not connected. Maybe he will be the fifth then. Okay, Startup Eitebo. Are you ready to pitch?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, please, stage is yours.
Okay. Let's go. Hi, everyone. I'm Gabriel. I'm a co-founder of Eitebo. And I always start with this question. What the size of the market of the artisanal food here in Brazil is 15 billion reais. And it just doesn't sound like it because we have a very traditional market here. I can summarize the problems of the size of the market by, not sound like it, but by summarizing, by depopularize it, an inefficient market. Okay, we have several producers struggling to reach the customers, and we have several customers that don't have one good access to this kind of product. So what we are already doing here in Brazil is we have a logistic network. We have a distribution channel here in São Paulo, which is the main city of Brazil with 20 million people. And we invest in tech to be the reference of this kind of product for B2C and B2B market. How we do that today? Well, we started as just a experience club, a subscription club. and seeing the opportunity, we create e-commerce, and we are doing also corporate gifts as a solution for the companies to send gifts for their clients. What we achieved so far? Well, we grew 2 times each year. Last year, we fundraised with angels and reached 1.4 million reais in revenue. I am always glad to present our team because it's a strong team and it's a complementary team. All of these people have a lot of skills and experience in what we are doing, and I guess that possibilitates us for reaching that revenue. Our investment plan is quite simple. We want more money to put some tech, real tech in this market, and to invest in marketing and people. And we are always observing this sector, this market. So Etsy, it's a great example. It bought a handmade platform in Brazil for $200 million. I think it was in 2018. I'll leave you guys with my contact. Feel free to note. That's it, Maria.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you for your presentation. Now we are listening to the questions. Judges, please raise your hands. We have a question from Jim.
How would you characterize the problem that you're solving? Like, is it a lack of knowledge, or what are you? How would you characterize that?
Yes, it's a very traditional market, okay, Jim. So when we put some tech in São Paulo, which is a very fast city, a city where you want to buy things for yesterday, so we can bring some liquidity and connect this both farm and people needs. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. We have a question from Alvaro.
Hello, congrats for the company. In fact, I'm from Brazil as well, and I agree that this is a real problem because we don't get to know all the small producers that have great products, and we just don't know them. But the question I have for you is, first of all, you have your own stock, so you buy and resell, or you just connect clients and the farms and you get a commission for that? Second, you have to invest a lot in marketing to get the platform to be known by final clients and prefer to look through you to buy those products. And about logistics as well, because I mean, sometimes the farmers are spread not in town, but probably in the countryside. So there is a lot of logistics to make the product to arrive in a safe and good way to the final client. So just initial thoughts.
Okay. The first question, we earn money from storage from the producers. They want to be in São Paulo, Rio, in BH, and Belo Horizonte. So they pay us to storage the products. And we have a lot of departments, freeze, refrigerated, and dry products to store. The second one, yes, marketing is it's expensive. It's the most expensive line we have here. So we have to invest a lot, but our LTV over CAC is 3 times. So every dollar returns $3. And the last one is logistics. Yes, we will invest in the future with our own logistics, but today we can connect through several platforms. The producers, they are spread, but in some region we can gain efficiency when we connect them to bring their products to São Paulo. In the future, we want to do it by ourselves. Today, there is only one a player doing that, and he is earning a lot of money.
Just to make it clear, so I understand you charge the producers to keep their product in your, but it continues to be their own stock.
Yes.
So you don't buy and sell. You keep their products on your stock, but it's theirs. And at the final sale comes direct from producer to final client. You just get a commission. you don't get a margin of buy and sell?
Yes, we actually have both. For B2B, we have a commission. For the B2C, we have had around 7,000 kits sold last year. So we buy and sell and keep our margin.
Thanks.
Thanks. Brief question from Gaio.
Thank you, Maria. Really good presentation.
Thank you.
But my question would be more about your growth. I mean, you said that you have tripled it from 2018 till now. Can you explain why is that? I mean, practically from the 2020, you have it around like 400K, then you moved like 1.4 million. Can you elaborate more about your growth and of course, following that with your go-to-market strategy?
Yes, actually, in dollars, we invested 80,000 in 2021 in marketing and hire the employees. And the past few years, we grew organically with few investments. So we understood and we want to invest more to see the traction with that money. But in 2021, we already closed the first quarter results and we already achieved 2 times. And we are holding back our investments because we didn't close the fundraise round.
Thank you. Thank you for elaboration on my question.
Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. Now, our participant, Startup Noctis, founder Pablo, has returned to us. And now, please, you have time to present your startup.
Hola, sorry for the technical issues. We have power outage. So yeah, can you see my screen now? That's great. So hola todos, I'm Pablo from Noctos. We're based out of Mexico City. And I'm here to tell you how we're changing the way business travel happens in Latin America and beyond. Let me tell you something interesting about the business travel industry. Did you know that of all travelers, 12% represent business travelers, but they account for 75% of the travel industry profit. That means business travelers are paying 6 times more the average. Before founding Noctos, our team, and for the past 12 years, launched and managed a multi-million-dollar company called Extended Suites, and it became Mexico's #1 extended stay chain, selling over 1 million rooms. And we found something out. And it is that hotels and travel providers cannot monetize 100% of their rooms. And to compensate for this lack of income, they look for ways and types of customers to charge them more. We've experienced both problems as hoteliers, having thousands of rooms that go unfilled every single day, and as business travelers, having to pay more, which we hate, by the way. So in contrast to commission-based travel providers like Expedia, Booking, even American Express Travel, where hotel prices change by the minute, at Noctos, companies prepay a number of what we call Nocto. Think of it as a proprietary unit of measure that allows them to fix the price of their future accommodations, protecting companies against price volatility and cash flow uncertainty. Noctos models out the timing, the likelihood, availability, and future hotel pricing. So we ensure that the amount paid to hotels does not exceed the amount collected for customers. During our last year, we launched in January 2021. We've helped over 900 customers. We've monetized over 60,000 rooms. That represents over $2 million in GMV, and made in our first year over 100K in EBITDA. We've helped our customers reduce their travel bill by around 25% while boosting hotels occupancy. And well, our customers are pretty happy with us. We've received quite the good feedback. You can see some of our customers below. And now that we're scaling, we have completed phase 1. We have proved that the model works and we can solve the customer's pain points. And we're ready to refine it. So for our second phase, we will scale up in Mexico and further develop our technology. And finally, for our third phase, we will expand across Latam and the US. We will offer products like airline tickets, rental cars, and other products in this industry that their inventory expires day by day. and we will offer financing solutions to both buyers and suppliers to further expand our margins. So we're constantly looking for partners to join Noctos, accelerate our growth, and revolutionize the way companies pay for travel.
Thank you, Pablo, for your presentation. Now we are ready to the questions. Salanya, hi. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, I have one question related with the big players like Airbnb, Booking, and etc. How do you prevent that kind of competition, or maybe you are planning to add it as partners, or if you can clarify that point?
Yeah, regarding Airbnb, that's a potential partner because alternative lodging is part of our offer to our customers. And when it comes to Booking, Expedia, and all these companies, if you're trying to book a room, of course, we have a lot of competition. But when it comes to fixing the price, we've found only that Hopper is charging and insurance. So you can, it's like a future where you buy the option to fix a price for 14 days or so. So when it comes to booking a room, if you have the time to book for hours, yeah, probably Expedia Booker could be a better option. But Noctos is here to offer convenience, control, and predictability for companies that live through this pain of not knowing how much they're going to pay for their travel every single day.
And I have one little question. If you are thinking in adding, for instance, cryptocurrency to assure this fixed price, or?
We are not bound by blockchain. The token that we sell, the Nocto, and that technology is set up so further down the line we can include blockchain to our business model. But right now, blockchain is expensive to solve, and we're offering a product that removes volatility. So we don't want to send the signal of including a volatile product like crypto, and we don't want to mix feelings with the crypto. So right now we're staying out of that, but the technology can support crypto and blockchain.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions to Pablo? If there are no questions, we are moving. Thank you, Pablo. And we are moving to
Thank you.
Startup Wheels from Argentina. Thomas, please. Hi.
Thank you. Hey, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure that all of you have taken an Uber. If you do that in Latin America, there's a high chance that the driver is not the owner of the car. This was the initial problem that we tackled back in 2019 when we started as a rental company. And the problem was that they were not the owners of their cars. So we started renting cars, but then we found out that there was a symptom of a much worse disease that was the lack of credit. 92% of this segment in Latin America doesn't have access to credit. So what we do now is we provide loans to mobility app drivers using their driving history as a credit score. That's the only information that we use. We don't use taxes, we don't use credit bureau, we just use their behavior. So basically the experience for the driver is they download our wallet, they integrate via API their mobility app so we can get their history, and immediately they have a credit offer. They do have an account. In Argentina, we provide them with an account. In Mexico and Chile, we let them connect their favorite bank account and they get the money right away. What are type of loans that we have? We have advances. The apps have a payday. So basically the driver can get their money before in time. We have top-ups that help them stabilize their income. We have consumer loans. And the most important product is our car loan. All our products were designed for our users. We have been validating, prototyping for 18 months before launching our product. So our products have weekly payments, automatic approval, customized experience for each driver. And we have a special strategy for risk mitigation for bigger loans that has a tendency to zero default. Our business model is a subscription for the minor loans and other services, and an interest rate model for major loans. This is the market, the gig economy traction worldwide. We all know that it's growing really fast. It's 17% growing globally, up to 400 billions at the end of the year. And we focus on the 88% that generates all the transport-based services. So if we go down to Latin America, that opportunity goes down to 84 billions. And in Latin America, the growth rate doubles. So this is our traction. We have launched a few months ago with a private beta. We have 56 users, 122 issued loans. We have a conversion rate of our referral program that it's the only way that we acquire users of an 87.5%. And we have a current credit portfolio of 3765 with a very low early late payments. So next time you take an Uber in Latin America, please don't forget to congratulate the new owner.
Thank you.
Sorry, I cut the last slides because I knew that I was out of time. Sorry.
Okay, I think we already have a question from Alvaro.
Yeah, hello, congrats. It is a fintech, in fact. So question is first competition, because I understand the platforms such as Uber themselves, they have their own fintech as well. So they also provide loans to, so somehow you compete with them. And not only they have information, but they also have potentially the right to withdraw money to pay back the loan even before the user, the driver uses the money. And in your case, that is the second question. First, competition. Second is if you have authorization to withdraw money from the amount they receive from Uber, and so even before they touch, or they can somehow you can wait for them to pay back you. And third is where you fund the money you are lending. It's your own equity, or you have a separated vehicle to get funding from investors that's not your equity related.
Okay, amazing questions. I hope I remember them all, but the first one is about competition. So competition we have in the fintech world, we have financial solutions that the mobility are developing, like Uber Money, Didi Pay. These work only with the universe of drivers of that application. And 80% of gig workers work with multi-app. So basically what they have is they lack the ability of understand the 360 view of the driver, because the driver uses 1 week Uber, the next week will use Bit or Didi. In terms of another fintech, we do have competition, Crazy in Mexico and Ozone, Migrante in Chile, Weavon in Argentina. Basically, our difference is that we have a proprietary scoring engine. So basically, we do understand the driver from a very 200 data points focused on behavior. The second one is that we have a fleet manager strategy. This means that for major loans, instead of the driver collecting its own earnings, Uber pays us directly. So what we do is we retain the installments or any expenses associated. So that's why we reduce the tendency to zero default. And this is something that we do we have 3 different strategies to achieve this. We have the fleet manager model that it's available in some countries. In the countries that model is not available, what we are doing is we are splitting the payment before it gets to the driver. So basically what we do is we intercede the payment between Uber and the driver. And in that moment, we deduct whatever we need to get collected. The second question was about, sorry.
Financing, where you get the money to lend, to own land.
Oh, that was the third one, but I'll go to that one. We have 3 different strategies. We have the more traditional funding strategy. We have a credit line with major banks and financial partners in Argentina, in Chile, and in Uruguay. We're still working our funding strategy in Mexico. The second, that's more traditional. The second one is crowdfunding. That's something that we have not explored yet. And the third one is that we are creating an SPV so we can tokenize it in Spain. This will be a global SPV. And basically it will let us create a token and, begin this really slow process of creating our own economy. We do have all the characteristics in terms of developing, tokenomics, because we do have the users that access the credits, the financial partners that want to invest in debt. We have a fidelity program that will use the token. So we have those 3 strategies right now. The traditional one is the one that it's funding our strategy with major banks. We have a a credit line in Argentina with a wholesale bank, in Chile with an impact financial partner, and in Mexico, we're still looking for the right partner. And the second question I can—
No, you answer already. You answer. If you have the capacity to retain the resource even before it goes to the driver. So
oh, the most amazing thing about our product is that the architecture is 100% automatic. Everything happens in real time, so the driver doesn't have to wait like the competition. And the second one is that we have conceived the architecture in a plug and play model. So basically what it does is that reduces regulatory barriers, so we can roll out in a new country in 45 days. Because in our ecosystem, we are the tech partners, we have a funding partners that a lot of times it's our own SPV, but it could be another one. And the third one is the banking. In Argentina, we create an account for the driver. In Chile and Mexico, we connect through open banking. So that plug and play dynamic let us, roll out in 45 days in a new market and reduce a lot our regulatory barriers in terms of fintech regulation.
Thank you, Thomas. We have the final question from Gabriel.
Wow, congratulations, very unique angle. And I believe all my questions were kind of like answered right now, but if you can expand a little bit on the token side that you were mentioning.
Okay.
Once you do it, I mean, my idea is, I guess you raise like an ICO, and from there you provide, I mean, the whole token economy for user drivers, the financial partners, lending. I mean, if you can guide me a little bit on that side.
Yeah, well, actually, we are looking into the Web3 world because we are very aligned on the purpose and on the philosophy of that work. I don't want to go crypto so I can raise more capital, or I can go like, oh, I'm crypto, I'm going to evaluate it 3 times. Because of that. What we are looking for is we're looking for a circular economy. So what we're looking is the opportunity for the drivers that can invest a little bit of money, and that money can be used for funding new drivers. So until we do that whole complete circle, we will use more traditional ways of funding or debt investment, and that's what we're doing. So what we're doing is we're establishing an SPV in Spain. That SPV, at the beginning, the first stage of the process, it has 5 stages. The first stage will be to create a token, create a stable token, so we can raise debt. So basically what we are doing is we're going to offer that through a DeFi investment fund, so the people will invest in our model for, I don't know, specific interest rate, and we'll use that money to securitize a loan. So that will be our first approach to crypto. The second one will be, we have a 5-year roadmap. We will become the neobank for the mobility gig workers in LATAM. And as part of that roadmap, we will be creating a fidelity program. So that will be the second use for the token. The third one.
Thank you. Time is up.
You're welcome.
Please continue in the chat. Thank you for your presentation.
You're welcome, guys. Thank you for the questions, and Maria for your time. We're all thinking about Ukraine.
Thanks a lot. Now is the turn of Startup Becomes Software, and the founder, Juan, please, stage is yours.
You see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much for everybody. I really appreciate it for the invitation. We went a platform to handle all of consolation payments and requests for tenants by WhatsApp. But I want to tell you something is there is 100 million people that live in rent in Latin America. And when I work for a rental property management company, I discovered that 90% of the people have to send by email a screenshot as a proof of their rent payment to demonstrate to the property manager that they pay on time. So basically, the rental property management company has to download all of the screenshots that they have of the people to conciliate that payment in their accountability software. So basically, they have to hire more staff than necessary, and the people still receive errors in the building amount and charge of the tenants. So for that, we solve and we help the property managers and tenants to reconcile payments, invoice, and collecting process of their rent in Latin America. For the property managers, they have a web app And for the tenants, they have a super WhatsApp with WeHome Pay, and the users pay these fees of the rent using WhatsApp, and the people of the company, they have collection in real time. So basically, when the people pay, when they pay, we conciliate that payment in the accountability software. So basically, the property managers can grow because they can manage more properties, and the tenants pay so easy, and they receive, and they don't have to send more screenshots. And the property managers, they can grow with less cost of operations. As a result, the 92% of the people that pay for first time in our WhatsApp pay again. So basically, we are going so fast, and the people tell us, hey, I can pay energy bills, I can pay water bills, I can pay other things related with my payments of the month as a rent. So basically, we are trying to cross-selling more things, more services for them, and we are getting a portal transactionality of other services. This is the rents collected monthly in our platform with a ticket of $400 for each rent collected in our platform. We are moving so fast because we delete the friction to download an app. As a property manager, you don't have to tell the people, hey, download this app or pay the rent. Just receive a link of your amount, a perfect amount of your rent in WhatsApp, and you have a list of other options as a service tickets. You can send video photos of maintenance or other things related with the property. We launched in 3 countries, Mexico, and for all of Latin American people in Miami, Florida. So basically, we are following a $1 billion company framework with Upfolio, Bullion, and Yardi. They are acquired and they are doing acquisition of company related as a WeHome. And this is a very big opportunity of 44 million properties by rent in Latin. And this is an opportunity of $100 billion per year. We earn $1 per property per month, and we earn a transaction fee for each rent collected in our platform. So basically, this is the biggest opportunity. We are property managers for property managers. I closed $2 million in deals in corporate venture, big corporates and startups. My co-founder, Carlos Cuellar, 2 times founder, and he got one exit in a property management, a traditional property management company. And Cristóbal Souza has built more than 7 solutions to take. We leave the problem, so now we'll solve them for them. And we want to impact, social impact. They can grow with us, they can earn more money with us. So basically, for that reason, we want to get $4 million in monthly TPV or GMV in our platform, more than 15,000 transactions. For basically, we are looking for around $1.5 million to grow this. How can we get more than 1 million people, 1 million tenants in our platform? So basically, we want to manage all properties in Latam with any managed property. Let's get in touch. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you. Now we are ready for the questions. Dear judges, do you have any questions? Okay. We have a question from Anna, please.
Yeah, so what is the go-to-market strategy here? Is going directly through the managers of the properties? Is more about going to the construction companies or the development companies? So what is the strategy here?
Okay, basically we are doing more offline strategies than online strategies. Basically, we close the accountability software of all of the property managers that they have, and we integrate it. We do an integration with that accountability software. We close a bank, so basically all of the B2B companies that they sell services for them, we are doing alliances or a partnership with them. So basically they have a sales force, and we structure a commission terms for get more properties and get more customers.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. A question from Solange.
Hi, I have a question related with the technology. I understand that this services is based on WhatsApp. So my question is, what happened if WhatsApp is down or change the, I don't know, the conditions, etc. What are your plans?
It's a good question. So basically, we have a web app for property management companies. WhatsApp is the channel of communication. So basically, we have WeHomePay, that is our transactional portal. That is our technology. And WhatsApp, it's a communication channel to send links, to send information, send invoices, send documents. And the people in this moment is in WhatsApp. So basically, if WhatsApp turn off tomorrow, we are in the communication channel of tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And last question from Gaurav.
Hi, Joanne. I just need a quick and a short answer here. Joanne, this model is easy to replicate. You know, the competition can come in quite quick because these days WhatsApp and API integrations are not that difficult thing. I'm not an IT guy, but I probably might do it for my own e-commerce business that I'm launching shortly. What is the unique factor about your business that protects you from competition when it starts catching up? I understand in Latin America, this might be a novel factor, but eventually competition catches up. Just a short and a quick answer, yeah?
Yeah, you can. Perfect. Thank you. You can find some solution for just condominiums, but for rental property management companies, there are some local software in this moment, electronic bills software. You have to send invoice by invoice manually. We send the invoice in bulk. We are integration mode because in Latin America, mostly of the countries doesn't have a API bank as United States. But basically, we are integration platform, and we are the first ones that integrate the bank and the accountability software of the companies. That is our next 5 steps from others. And that's the differentiation.
Understood. I have my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Juan. And now it's time for Startup Node Lab. Sophia, please, stage is yours. Hi.
Hi, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia, and I'm the co-founder of Nodalab. Nodalab was founded in 2018 with one mission, to bridge the gap between creativity and technology. So soon after we started working with podcasters globally, we had this purpose, so to empower creators by making podcasting accessible and profitable. And we came up with 2 problems. The podcasting industry is exploding its popularity. Everyone now knows what a podcast is. Everyone now consumes the format, but it's very difficult, and it's becoming more and more difficult for podcasters to grow their audience. And also there is nearly 3 million podcasts available worldwide, but only half of them are active because of they struggle with growing their audience and also making it profitable. Why now? Why is the right time to invest in the podcasting industry? Because a lot of global corporations are acquiring podcasting companies and podcasting networks that also are booming all over the world. The social audio format is exploding throughout the different social media and platforms we use to interact with each other, and also brands and companies are adopting podcasting as a content marketing strategy and are looking and living the results of that strategy, right? So some of the effects that that are with the podcasting landscape is that it's getting harder and harder to make a hit, and there are more and more podcasts available out there to compete. So our value proposition is a collaborative podcasting as a service platform for integrated production, management, and marketing, and also monetization. So this is a bit of how the market has grown and how it's going to grow in the next 7 years. And this is the product we're creating. It's a platform that in which you can follow all the sorry, my time is up. All the podcasting process in every step of the journey, from creation to grow, and to make cross promotion and lead generation and monetization strategies. So this is the team, and I think my time is up. I don't know if I can keep going or we can move on for the questions.
Yes, thank you. Your time is really up, and let's answer to the questions of our judges. Laura, please.
Sophia, you mentioned about the problems of the podcast industry, but you did not mention how Nodal Lab solves those problems. Like, one is monetization and second is audience, right? Bringing in the traffic. How are you addressing that?
Yeah, so we came up with this solution with this platform that solves all the problems podcast and content creators have along their journey. So we've come to a midpoint in which we as producers, as podcast producers, work the same way as indie podcasters, right? As the big companies make their own content strategy, and they use the same tools and the same platforms we use, and not all of them work in the best way. So what we're building is a platform in which you can record transcript, script, edit, produce, launch, and also monetize the podcast or the YouTube video. It's all in one place, right? In Nodal Lab.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to give a word to Michael. Michael, your question. You are muted. We can't hear you.
I hear it.
Maybe microphone doesn't work.
So sorry. My name is Michael Conniff. I'm actually a podcaster with a podcast called The Accelerator, so I'm very interested in this. But after your presentation, I'm actually not sure what you do and what the platform does. Obviously, podcasters in general are going to want to monetize, but this is becoming a bit of a crowded space. I think there is still room for someone who can really monetize, but how are you going to do it?
Yeah, so we initially started as podcast producers, producing the content for third parties. Then last year we got a funding round, and we were able to create our own original shows. And then we came up, so we started making original shows to monetizing them, and also producing third-party content. But production services are not paid as good as they should be. So because of the podcast of this podcasting quality that you can do it all by yourself, it's very difficult to keep going with that model of production services. So we made a pivot, and we started developing this platform to make the production services like easier and also less expensive to content creators and also to us to make it all with technology and make it easier for both sides of the story. And also we integrated the monetization deals. So we're making this marketplace in which brands can get into the marketplace, and also you, for example, as a content creator, can get into the marketplace and look for campaigns that suit your audience niche.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia. We have to continue with our pitches. Now it's turn of Nine's startup for today, Digital Experience Solution. Pablo is the founder of the startup.
Thank you, Maria. Please let me know when you see in my screen, please.
Okay. We can see it, thank you.
Okay. Hello, I'm Pablo Ravenna, founder of Digital Experience Solution, and a startup delivering artificial intelligence for e-commerce industry. The current problem is the conversion rate. In average, it's only 1% globally. That means 1% buy between 100 visitors. And this happens in any commerce for all the industries. It's a pandemic problem. But let me present our solution called SMART. That is an API platform to give artificial intelligence as a service for any commerce in any country, in any industry, to connect just a minute. And the result is to boost your conversion rate by 8 times. But let me tell you how this works. We deliver smart prices depending on the market demand, competitor prices, stock available, customer behavior, weather, geographic location, among other variables, to sell on the right price, and that result an increase of your revenue. Besides, we give you automatically the personalized offer or promotion that is a key aspect to show a unique offer to your customer depending on their preference and likes, improving the customer loyalty. Our magic is so simple, just creating an enriched customer profile and cross the information of the buyer behavior with the right product or bundle to present on the right moment on the fly. And our business opportunity is huge. First, we don't have competitors in Latin America, and we are one of the 5 most promising startups working in this area globally. Our TAM is $17 trillion expected for 2027, and our SAM is $1 billion this year. Our market growth rate is 14.7% for the next year. Our business model is just a monthly subscription and pay as you go, and our market target are big and medium companies. Our business plan is simple. Grow in US, UK, and Dubai year over year and escalate revenue to reach 100 million for 2026. Our team is formed by 3 founders and 5 employees. We are experts creating artificial intelligence and cloud application in global companies and payment gateway industry. And we have the best mentor supporting us. Digital Experience Solution is a company based in Delaware, US, and Santiago, Chile, and our key partners are AWS, Stripe, and Silicon Valley Bank. We were selected by Startup Chile, and a few months ago, we were nominated by Premio Actitud 2021 and selected by Discovery A. We want to change the way to sell online. Thank you.
Thank you, Pablo. Judges, your questions. Robert, please.
It's very interesting, but I'm curious about 2 things. How do you collect the data and the preferences from the users? This is my question.
Okay, that is a good question. We collect all the information from our customer that have an historical data from their sales from the last year, taking all the product from they already are selling, and get all that data in our algorithm and show and deliver the smart prices and the smart promotion for their customer.
So you mean that you could only deliver some offer only for existing clients?
Right. Only for our client that connect for our API platform, we can give the smart promotion and smart prices.
What about new clients that don't have any history with e-commerce, with this particular e-commerce shop? So what about new clients?
Yeah, that is a good question. When we have a new product or new customer, we are start working on the with the smart prices, varying the smart prices and trying to find the equilibrium prices. So in that way, we are starting collecting all the people that are trying to find out that product inside the e-commerce platform, and trying to find the right price and the right promotion. Of course, it's more easy when we have all the data, historical data. It's very straightforward. But when we start working with a new product, we need to have a small time with testing prices and testing the smart prices to learn, and the algorithm start learning.
Okay, thanks. And second, very quick question: do you have any traction?
Yeah, we close a contract with a big U.S. company. We are implementing in Chile, and we are expanding this technology with the same customer for the rest of the country in Latin America. Where the next one is Mexico, actually, in our contract.
Who is this client?
We have an NDA contract, Robert. We cannot mention, but it's a big company in US.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a raised hand from Jim.
Thanks for the presentation. Where did this idea come from? And what makes you passionate about it?
That's a good question. When you visit any commerce, you feel usually a lot of frustration trying to find out the product that you are looking for. That means in any example, for example, you are looking for a blue teacher, for example, but you are starting looking for 1,000 different products, and we find that the conversion rate, it was pretty low. And finally, we discovered that when we really understand the customer preference, we can deliver the right product on the right moment, and that boosts the conversion rate. The answer to your question is just frustration, working on different e-commerce platforms and trying to give a step on the moving forward on the technology.
Great, thanks.
Great, thank you. Thank you. And now it's time for the 10th startup. For today's final startup, Notice 360. Juan, please, stage is yours.
Hello, thank you.
Hi.
All right, guys. Well, hello. My name is Juan Moniz, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Naughty 360. I take the opportunity today to ask you if you ever thought that sailing in a private boat with friends or family is something unattainable, where we will show you how does it feel to own a boat without the needs of buying one. After 3 terrible episodes trying to rent a boat in Cartagena, Cancun, and Dominican Republic in a period of 6 months, we realized that there were several problems and informalities trying to access this type of services. First, users don't know who to talk to. Too many informal intermediaries that overcost the price up to 150% or more of the real cost. And that means that nobody guarantees the service with certified boats or insurance policy during their experience. On the other hand, looking for this type of services, we saw the marinas full of boats that owners suffer from high maintenance costs with little usage per year. And we thought, well, how would we solve this? Why don't we connect users with owners so users can have the opportunity to get the real price of the service, certified boats and experiences to charter, and insurance coverage during their experience. On the other hand, we will help boat owners to mitigate those costs, high maintenance costs, generating revenue. For this reason, we created Nauri 360, a web and mobile platform that simplifies the entire logistic process to rent a boat or live a nautical experience. By 2023, the boat rental market is projected to have a revenue of $53 billion globally. Nauri 360 seeks to become a solution mainly for LATAM users by focusing in countries such as Mexico, Peru, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil in the user's acquisition. How do we make money? Our take rate is 20% paid by boat owners for every booking received. And we confirm that we already have presence in more than 53 international destinations like LATAM, North America, Europe, and Southeast Asia. Our North Star metric are bookings completed with more than 4,700 up to this date, and we have more than 7,000 users. Our CAC is $62 and $708 of lifetime value. Last year, we had an average increase monthly of 20% in numbers of book or completed reservations, having more than 3,400. Despite of the pandemic, we closed sales last year in 2020 with $1 million, break even from previous year. 2021, we had GMV sales of $2.8 million. Well, we have differentials from global competitors. We receive payments in cryptocurrency. We offer certified boats and experiences and insurance for both users and boat owners. The founders team has 10 years of background in the boating industry, banking, and developing software for the startup ecosystem. We're raising $500,000 through a safe, and we have already raised $280,000. Okay, we'll have $11.5 million accumulated GMV sales by the end of this year. So thank you, everybody, and we'll invite you to come on board and democratize all nautical services and make them accessible to all.
Thank you for your presentation. Please, Gaio.
Thank you, Maria. One really great presentation. I mean, I haven't anticipated to be such a good presentation because there were too many details and unknowns for me because I'm not familiar with the industry so much. Nevertheless, my question will be focused on your traction. Can you get back? I mean, you already mentioned it, you know, with a lot of details. Can you tell us why do you perceive that you will have such a growth in the next couple of years? And additionally, would like to hear more about what kind of value was brought by the incubation and acceleration programs that you graduated in the past 2 years. The three ones: the Latitude, Build, Fellowship, Endeavor, Scale Up, and New Chip USA. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, mainly we have seen an opportunity in Latin America because users are being left alone from our competition in the US and Europe, right? So we have the traction that we have had and the projection that we have had. It's regarding the key differential that we are giving the users. Okay, for example, cheaper prices. You know, we have seen a lot of clients interested in paying with crypto payments with cryptocurrencies, for example. We are giving insurance policies, for example, for boat owners and users, right? So, I mean, we're in a very early startup, okay, but we have been growing pretty much 20% or a little bit more month over month in bookings and of course in direct revenue and GMV sales. So that's our projection. We are on track right now this year. We have accumulated GMV sales up to the close of April of $2,200,000 in GMV sales. So we are on track for accomplishing the goal. Hopefully, last year, for example, we had a goal of selling $3 million in GMV sales. We didn't make it. We sold 2.8. We were close, but we're working on it.
Thanks for the yeah, of course. And about the additional question I asked about what kind of value the completion of these acceleration programs have been given to you in terms of product development, financial support, and mentorship.
Okay, two key aspects was for example, from Latitude, we got all the networking. Okay, it has helped us a lot. Even from, to open another bank accounts from other startup founders, okay, that gave us a lot of insights on how, for example, fundraise. In my case, this is my first startup. It's not from my co-founder. So I come from the banking and the boating industry, and I didn't know how to, raise money for a startup, so those kind of programs helped me a lot, preparing myself for fundraise. And I will say networking and growth, because for example, Latitude, they gave me some key insights about developing some features for boat owners and users besides being a marketplace for boat rentals. And that's what we're using for the our next version.
Thank you for the detailed answer. I would just ask, where do you see your company in the next 3 to 5 years? Do you see yourself as a unicorn, or on the road to become one?
Okay, the thing is that the top players in the industry, they have been in the industry for around 7-8 years. They haven't been a unicorn yet. I believe they're pretty busy trying to leader and get the biggest share of their local markets in the US and Europe. I'll see Nauri 360 in the next 3-4 years in the way to becoming a unicorn, if not being absorbed by these top players, or why not? If we're too strong, we can go ahead and compete with them in their local markets.
Thank you very much.
Amigo, if you're in the unicorn battle, the right answer is I'm gonna be a unicorn.
Certainly,
that's
yes.
always the right answer. If you don't say that, then you're not gonna get anything.
Okay.
Listen to Jordan. He knows what he's speaking.
There you go, Gaio.
Okay, and let's.
Thank you, Jordan.
Okay, let's give a final word to Gabriel, and then Anna will come.
Yeah, thank you. Congrats on your startup. Really like how you're tackling, and also your growth has been very, very, very fast. No, my only doubt would be if you can guide me on your competitor landscape, and also how you can protect yourself that the competition won't do as you are doing. No, could be very easy to replicate. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, how you plan to tackle that? And yeah, basically.
Yeah. Thank you, Gabriel. Listen, there is not our competition, it's pretty much doing what we're doing. The key differential is that we launch our MVP in order to receive feedbacks from boat owners and nautical and users regarding the whole nautical sector. So this is the boat rentals was our way to getting into the nautical sector. And right now we're developing a 2.0 version with different features, not only boat rentals, but for example, the boat owners has asked us to develop for them a boat management interface, so we can, maybe charge them a subscription, because even though, not talking about what's the value of their boats, but they usually, they don't have, they take the revenues and the cost of their boat, for example, they have it in an Excel and everything. So we have received a lot of feedbacks, and what we want to do is just become a solution for the whole nautical sector. Not only boat rentals, but if somebody wants to buy a boat, if he wants to sell it, the boat management software, insurance policies, and so on. Nautical sector, it makes a lot of money, but it's way too disorganized and informal. so users don't know how to do access.
That's great. Congrats. And you see that, I see that you really know the industry. So congrats.
Yeah, that's my previous experience. I worked in the Mediterranean Yacht Broker Association in Europe. So that's I brought a lot of networking to Nauri 360 and to develop it.
Thank you. Thank you. And we are about to finish our today's pitching session. Anna, are you with us?
Absolutely. I have been here all the time, hiding and listening to all the great startups. Thank you very much. Great pitches. Judges, please finish your putting marks to our startups. I remind you that you evaluate the investment potential from 1 to 5. 1 is low investment potential, 5 is very high investment potential. And you have about like 45 seconds to go until we close the voting. Please vote for all the startups. If you're a guest, if you're a business angel, doesn't matter. Please vote for all the startups for our algorithm to work correctly and put the right marks to the right people. And I would like to make a little announcement. Startups, if you have found an investor, please come back to us and tell us about it. Our network investments venture fund, we do not lead, we follow. So if you find a lead investor, we will gladly pitch in and support you with our finances, and also our dear VCs. If you have a great startup, in case you have found somebody and you're investing in somebody, please let us know about this also. Come back to us and we will gladly follow your investments as well. Okay, 20 more seconds to go and you will hear wonderful music. That is telling everyone that the voting is over. And after that, we all witness what will be happening at our event page. You can go directly to the event page or you watch the screen sharing and we will see in real time how different categories of judges had voted and who is the ultimate winner. Okay, I guess now we can hear this wonderful music. Can we? Okay, the voting is closed and now let's go to the guest section to see how did the guests vote. And you can see now what was the position of the guests. Okay, let's go to business angels. And the business angels are telling us a little bit different picture, don't you think? Okay, what about expert board? What is happening with the expert board? And the expert board voted like this. Are you counting? I'm not, but my computer is. Okay, before we go to the official judges and we'll know the final decision, I would like to talk to official judges. Let's start with Jim. What does United States think of the potential of Latin American startups and especially the selection you have heard today? Jim, tell us about this.
Of course. I thought there was a lot of really good business plans. The things that really fire me and my firm up these days usually are around human basic needs. So I was really intrigued to learn more about Clearleaf and also AgroMatch. But yeah, there's a lot of great business plans. But yeah, Clearleaf was the one that stood out to me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jim, so much. Gabrielle, what did you think? what do you think right now? What did you think during the pitches? Who was your favorite?
Yeah, I have to say I really enjoyed today, and also I resonate with many of the companies here today because part of the yearly, I'm in Latin America. I resonate with the problem, the issues that we face here in the society, and to see many of the solutions tackle these problems is key. And I think emerging markets, Latam, Africa, are key to kind of like bring these technologies, and even better when you see the founders from these nations to propel this. So especially food, agtech, I think is very important. So yeah, very happy to see that.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Aldo, how did your winner of Unicorn Pitches do? He's not your favorite, or is he?
Excellent pitches. I reaffirm what I see in South America and Latin America. Agriculture is very important. I agree with the other judge point of view about AgroMatch and Clear Leaf, Pura Vida, Clear Leaf. And also this is Naughty 360 is a niche, something that for sure we need to look at solution, that type of solution for South America about sailing and boats. That's my point.
Okay, got you. Anna, summarize to all of us what we have heard today, and from Mexico perspective, who was your favorite today?
I think my favorite one was also the part of agro and everything that is related to that side. I think agro was for many years just left apart, and now is becoming something super interesting and potentializing an industry that is super relevant for the region. So I like that. I like Wheels is interesting what they are doing.
Interesting. Okay, interesting. Let's see, how did official judges vote as a group? Can you show us? And official judges. Showing us this picture. Okay, are you ready to know who the winner is? Let's see the summarized votes. The winner of today's Unicorn Battle Latin America is Wheels. Wonderful. Anna, you were the last mentioning this name, and you were absolutely right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, it is great. Oh, we have two winners, and look up. Okay. Two people in the first place, two Latin American startups at the Unicorn Cup. What can we do? That's Latin America. It's never easy, but it's always fun. Guys, come on up. Tell us what you think about the competition and give us your feedback. Give us your emotions. Wills, look up. Come on. Are you connected? Hello? Anyone?
Sorry.
Oh, yes. Congratulations.
Sorry, I think thank you. My buds were not working. I said this beautiful speech. I'm gonna repeat it. Thank you very much for your time. We're tackling financial inclusion, and sometimes when we talk with VCs and they talk about traction, we have 56 users, and that's probably nothing for a lot of people, but we have changed lives of 56 families. We have provided them a fridge. We have provided them safety. We have given them a lot, and changing people's life is the ultimate driver for us. And thank you for the feedback. I had 3 amazing questions that let us explain how we're building this, and this is just the beginning. We are going to Africa, we're going to India, and emerging markets are having the same problem. And as I told you, in 4 years we will be the neobank for mobility gig workers worldwide. So thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Wish you all that to come true, and get ready on the June 16th Unicorn Cup Finals. World will see you.
Thank you, Anna and Maria. And let me repeat again that we are all supporting Ukraine during this rough time.
So do we. So Gary and others who have spare money, please help Ukraine to do the right thing for all the good people in the world. Thank you so much. Any feedbacks welcome. It's an open mic. Everyone can say whatever. We have a couple more minutes of air time. Yes, Francois, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you how surprising it was that the different categories of judges have voted very differently. And that's interesting because it means all the startups here did a great job and can be successful companies. That's very optimistic result, I think.
Yes, we like it too. And since we created this very gratified voting system, we see a quality of voting had come up because every category of judges can express their own opinion. And startups get different feedback from different perspectives of view. So thank you for voting, everyone. Startups, thank you for pitching. Please stay safe, please stay alive, and we will see you next Thursday. Next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, will be UK and Europe.
Yes,
that is
great.
For startups of European continent, and we will see you all online. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Anna, Mary.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. See you all.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, guys. Have a great week.
Bye, guys. Have a great weekend and
Thank
lovely
you.
time to follow you.
Another great event. Take care, folks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.